Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the High Ground Zombies podcast. We are joined by the new head, and obviously previous head. Oh wait, what the fuck am I pointing to? Previous head, we've got Zack on here.
Point to just nothing.
Yo, and yeah, we're gonna go through a bunch of stuff today. In today's podcast, we'll talk about the Cyberpunk Drama, Call of Duty as well, ZFT4 itself, and new merchandise. So with that, we'll start it off. Let's talk about the ZFT4 just to kick things off.
Okay, ZFT4.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, right. So we have our new head, JC. Give us
Hey,
some more depths of what's gonna happen.
So, what are we doing for
He's gone.
ZFT4?
Yo. Some accent,
Bro,
bro.
kill me during this, bro.
We aren't sticking to what we were doing in ZFT3. We're not doing like a country thing, like an Olympic thing. We're doing we're picking our own team names and stuff. Captain's Draft. Captain's Draft is in February of 2021. We are still deciding the challenges. But
As we speak, we're doing
as
the
we
challenges.
speak, we are still deciding the
was
challenges. But yeah, I think we'll give some more updates on the challenges and everything going on with the captain's draft. Like next month probably.
Probably next month after Christmas.
Yeah, just after Christmas.
Yeah,
But
no.
yeah, that's the main real thing.
So, yeah. Well, if you want to
Nothing
keep up to
Christmas,
date
man.
with all of our stuff, we have socials probably down below in the description. With that, yeah. Well, you know what? Let's move on to something a bit more. It's coming up, Christmas. Well, probably the time.
Christmas.
Yes, Christmas.
We
Let's
love Christmas.
we love Chris. We love Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Well, me and my homies love Christmas, huh?
Mhm.
What we're thinking of getting, lads.
I am getting Demon Souls
Go down
on
to the casino.
PS5.
Zach.
I have no idea what you just said. I have no idea what you just said. Bro, I zoned out for like 5 seconds there. JC, what did you say to me?
I said I'm getting Demon Souls.
Bro, what's it called? I haven't even looked at the game yet. But I've heard like it's a really good game, but I haven't looked at it.
It's pretty fun. Pretty close game. Zach, what are you thinking of getting?
Oh, what's it called? I was gonna get Squadrons, so I already got that, but I'm definitely getting Cyberpunk.
Fair enough.
I
Fair
gotta
enough.
Yeah,
just
I would
try
get Cyberpunk.
I cannot wait to try it.
But I can't.
Yo,
JC, I'm gonna get if I don't get a PS5 or a Series X, I'm just gonna get it on PC.
That's fair.
pretty much.
Because I just don't want it on an old gen.
Really,
Like the old gen just
really, Zach. I'm the one hustling on an old
my
gen.
opinion.
It is not bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'd rather have it on a new gen.
Yeah, just get it on Series X. Well, I mean, if you're getting PC,
Let's see what
well, like we'll talk a bit more in depth what's going to happen. But basically, the problem is with Cyberpunk at the moment on PC, there's an 8 megabyte, 8 megabyte gap thing. So basically, you could play up to 80 hours of the game, and the whole point of Cyberpunk, obviously, you loot, you craft,
Mm-hmm.
and people started getting, I believe this today, and people started to have bits of problems with game save data corruption, because they've exceeded over the 8 megabyte gap, which, number one, really should be fixed, and number
Yeah.
two,
Hey,
like it.
hey.
Yeah, Zach.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk more about this later.
Personally, I just don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue.
Very much a big
If
of
it
it.
is, who
Yeah,
cares? If it is, who cares? I'll keep playing the game again.
very much. Like, the problem is with this, though, is a moderator basically put this out. I haven't got the link for it, but what I'm going past in my memory that got leaked today, a moderator has been basically saying that You basically need to start a new game. Which, why would you want to
After
start
getting 80 hours.
after playing 80 hours, start a new game?
Why?
No one fucking knows.
Because of the gap.
I honestly, a lot of people were questioning this, emailing CD Projekt Red saying like, why do I have to do this? And then they said, oh yeah, we might be fixing it. Which, number one, you should be fixing this problem. Like, this doesn't need to be a might. This must be a must.
It's literally a game they've been working on for God knows how long. It was first announced in 2013, I believe.
2012.
2012. So that's over 8 years they've been working on it.
8 years on, and
I would think it's around 10. I can't remember exactly how much, but
I believe I've got a
It'll be
couple
something
of links if I get this up here. Where was it? No, we've talked about Microsoft. No, that's definitely not it.
God, imagine if it did come out in 2012 and it was on the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
Man.
Restart your game.
Yeah, restart your game. I've got a list on
Restart.
what the current status is. This is from, I believe it got announced. What has happened with this? Right, here we go. We'll update the minute. Oh, make this bigger. For crying out loud. Yeah, right. Well, you know what? We'll go with this. As from yesterday, CD Projekt Red, there was an Intel person. It was Intel source for the game. I believe if you load up the Bloomberg news article, this is by Jason Stringer. I got this off from what was it? Off a YouTube video I found.
Go to the roof. Go to the roof.
Yeah. I believe it's the
Proper.
first. I think it's the first link. But basically, rebellion, as in
Yes.
the air at Polish video game CD Projekt Red, or CD Projekt, not
Yeah.
Red, after the company's highly anticipated and
Pick up
traced.
crap. One season.
Yeah, third delay. The latest title
Yeah,
was
and you have to-
released to scathing reviews about glitches.
Don't hear no about it.
Frustrated and angry staff fired question at the board during an internal video meeting on Thursday, which was last week, that opened the management apologizing for Cyberpunk 2077 disastrous launch, according to two people who were present, and it was a fitting atmosphere for companies whose slogan plastered on posters all around its Warsaw office is "We are rebels." I can't say that. But correct me if I'm wrong, chap. But man, already, what are we thinking of that, lads? What are we thinking of that?
That's just pretty insane.
Pretty
honestly.
insane, yeah. I mean, a lot of the devs have really started to get pissed off at the fact that the leadership team. I agree. At some of these videos that are getting put out on YouTube, that some of these leaders should get fired, which is true. And there was I believe it was back last year, I think you guys might have remembered it, where CD Projekt put out a statement saying, oh yeah, the game runs fine on last gen consoles. And that was by the CEO of CD Projekt, which, number one, the game wasn't done. They knew it. They just wanted to say it out just to get enough marketing team in it.
God, they had so much time to get it right.
So much time, yeah.
Time to get it right.
So much time
And
just to get it right, yeah.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say there, JC?
No, I was just gonna say they had so much time to get it right, and like, you know, obviously they had to keep switching platforms, and I
Yeah.
respect that.
Mhm,
But
yeah.
like, it's sort of like, I don't know.
Just a bit all over the place. And you
Yeah.
know, I mean, they had
Join to
that
the
time
game, join
gap.
to the game. Join to the game.
like definitely from last year's E3, they should have never announced it whatsoever. They might have put out like a teaser saying, "Oh yeah, Cyberpunk is near enough done, but we're not ready." But yet they put out the first initial launch, which wasn't true, and which we had to delay 3 times.
Yeah, can you come get me?
Oh, alright, well, I don't even know what Zack's doing, but alright.
Hey.
But yeah. What was the first, was it not April? Was it not
Yeah, it was 20...
Yeah, it was April.
This year?
I think.
I think it was.
It was released last year for E3, or said last year. Microsoft's E3 press conference, and then April delayed to September. Oh yeah, November, and now here we are, December, with open arms, saying what happened. Basically, what the fuck happened at CD Projekt Red's office? Because
they just fucked up.
I mean, at first initial thought, everyone was blaming the developers. Like, this is not the developers' fault. This is clearly leadership. And like, I go back to the question of saying, leaders at CD Projekt should be fired. Or like, the majority of some of it should be fired for this, because the amount of pressure they have put on the developers to rush this game. Like, with games, you're never supposed to rush them. Even, yeah, it's just... Even JC, you can agree with me on this. Like, say, like, a Call of Duty, like, this year, like, do you feel like it was rushed at all?
I don't think it was rushed.
I mean, they only, like, kind of like games like that, they only take a year.
I mean, if it was rushed, they did a great job on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a great job anyway, but, like, if it was rushed...
Like, goddamn.
Christ, they are good.
Like, you have to look at these companies like Activision, who have a 1-year gap between each company. So Treyarch and Infinity, I can't even say it. Infinity. Yeah, Infinity Ward, right? They have a 1-year gap. Infinity Ward, yeah, whatever. I can't say it. They have a 1-year gap, and then CD Projekt, like, I know you're creating an open world experience, but you have to look at these companies who only take 1 year and do a much better job at, like, pursuing the game, marketing, not having a delay. That was something you could have taken to consideration about this. And even at the build-up with GTA 5, I mean, GTA 5 didn't take that long to come out. What was, like... When did GTA 5 get said, or like it was officially finished? What is this?
I'm just researching it.
GTA.
GTA. No, we're trying to figure out here. Like, GTA 5, I believe that didn't really take that long to make, because I know it was initial. GTA 4, I believe, came out 2010 or 2011. I cannot remember what.
The official announcement for GTA 5 was 2011.
Yeah, and then it came out
2013.
2013. 2 years, and yet GTA does a much better job than CD Projekt. You announced your game 2012, and here we are, 2020, and your game's unstable. Like, the question is, why? Like,
GTA 4 had a release date of 2008.
2008, alright. Run about the close.
GTA 4 was freaking amazing.
Every Rockstar game since GTA 3, every GTA and every Red Dead Redemption game had got a Game of the Year since GTA 3, and then Red Dead 2 just didn't. I love it.
I mean
I really wanted it to win Game of the Year 2018 over God of War.
Oh, we'll even talk about the Game of the Year. We'll talk about the Game of the Year as well. Like, after, well, you know, getting...
Why did Last of Us Part 2 win?
There was so much outrage.
So much outrage, yeah. I was watching the Game Awards, and then I heard too many Last of Us winning, and I dipped out. I had enough of it. I'm sorry, but how come that wins Game of the Year?
It also won Best Narrative.
Best narrative. Okay.
See, I'm not
Who
gonna
even
lie.
knows what that means?
And still, I've seen like people who love Last of Us 2, and that's respectable. But
No, yeah, I still respect it.
like people love Last of Us 2, but even they said it shouldn't have won Game of the Year. It should have been Ghost of Tsushima.
Definitely, yeah. I 100% agree with you, JC.
You saw the guy when Last of Us Part 2 came out, he was just like drinking a beer. He wasn't even very.
Plus, they killed
It was so
killed
sad.
off the best character in Last of Us 2. Oh, and that's when hell broke loose. Why the fuck did you do that?
Played Last of Us 2. I haven't played Last of Us 2.
He hasn't played
Okay.
Last of Us 2. Okay, well, we're keeping it spoiler free for
I
JC.
haven't either, but I don't care.
I knew one of the main characters die. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll slide away from Game of the Year. We'll talk about, but we'll just go back to the Cyberpunk topic because there's like a ton of leaks. As well, Sony. Was it not yesterday or was it? Yeah, it was the day before. Sony has taken Cyberpunk off its marketing, like it's off the store.
I'm so pissed.
JC is so raging. I remember when JC just texted me. He was like, "Bro, I'm so fucking pissed. Why the fuck have I done that? Why has Sony done that?" To be quite fully honest, I can see why Sony has done this.
No, I don't.
Really?
Yes, really. I don't know why they did that. They could have just put like a warning, like Xbox did, that there was a lot of bugs.
Yeah, like a lot of bugs. I mean, I think it's just because of the refund system. That it really hasn't worked out at all for both Microsoft or Xbox, on PC and PlayStation. It's just been really all over the shot, and that's where it causes issues. Where PlayStation, I believe, from my outtake, just said had enough, took it off, offered everyone a refund, 100%. They could have. Now, I'm not being nasty to Sony. Sony, you could have done what Microsoft has done. Because I was looking on Twitter, the Xbox support team. They said that they will 100% offer everyone a refund of the game. Didn't take it off the marketplace, but just 100% guaranteed it.
Or just beat the game and then get a refund.
Yeah, bro, to be honest, I would assume people have already done that. I mean, I personally, can I just be real, I love Cyberpunk, but there is that issues of where I'm talking about in the subjects like bugs, glitches, the game just not being stable, but the storyline to it, I feel like it was really well narrated. You could pick your own ending. Yeah, that was really nice. It was a nice wee touch what Cold War done with the campaign, where you can
God, Cold War campaign was so good.
yeah, like Cold War.
Nah, yeah, it was fucking amazing.
Fucking amazing. Yeah, I
Love
mean,
it.
you can have your ending being
Love it.
helping Adler Woods, basically the whole team that you started with, or there was the other option of you lying to them,
You could literally kill everyone.
and you could literally kill everyone at the end, being still, but you could be friends with Perseus. That's what I like about games. It's basic choice games. I know Valhalla has this, which I have played. If you've been watching me on my Twitch, yeah, choice games. Like even with Cyberpunk, this is a choice game. That I feel like it was definitely well said or whatever. What's the word? Narrated? I can't say it. Narrative. Is that what I'm?
Written.
Yeah, best written. Thank you. Best written, and it just still everything made sense to which word you were saying. Like you can ask a question, then answer the full question, like a side question and the full question. That's what I like about games. That there's just that choice though to like continue the conversation until you reach the actual point of what you're talking about. Like that's what that makes sense. But let's roll up this back from the office. Let's see. The meeting took place before Sony Corp's shocking announcement that they were pulling Cyberpunk 27 from the PlayStation Store and offer full refunds to any customers who requested one. A CD Projekt Red spokesman said that the company would comment on internal meeting discussions. Cyberpunk 2077 is one of the biggest games of the year and has been financially success, selling more than 8 million pre-orders and notching sales records for PC games. But players have found the game full of bugs, particularly on the last gen PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles, sending CD Projekt Red shares plummeting and leading fans and criticizing describing Cyberpunk 2077 as unfinished. CD Projekt Red stock fell 12% in Warsaw in Friday. Possibly a steady deadline this month that has wiped out gains for the year. I don't even know that made any sense. During Cyberpunk 2077's development, staff endured multiple periods of extensive overtime, including mandatory 6-day weeks to finish the game. The source of this has reported, when asked about this crunch time in the Q&A, the directors said that they had plans to improve production practices in the future, but did not elaborate, according to one person who was there. One employee asked the board why it had said in January that the game was complete and playable, which I did mention before. It was like saying like, oh yeah, the CEO has basically said like, oh yeah, this game is ready, which we all know wasn't true. Many industry observers have wondered why Cyberpunk 27 was first announced in 2012 and was delayed 3 times in 2020. Still appears to be unfinished. Several current and former staff who worked on Cyberpunk, have said the same thing. The game deadlines set by the board of directors were always unrealistic, and it was clear to many of the developers that they needed more time. And that's basically that's the whole article about it. So what can you really take? What can we take on this? I'll start with you, JC.
The game just wasn't ready, and they should have just kept working on it.
They've had 10 years. Like, they had 10 years to start the game, you know, build it up, build the world, build everything. And the product just wasn't great.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. You know, as you said, the game's apparently written. I obviously haven't played it, but as you said, the game is apparently written very well. There's a lot of depth, if you will, to the game.
Yeah, like a lot of in-depth stuff. Like you can get down with it. I definitely feel like Cyberpunk definitely has a lot of emotion into it. Personally, that's myself speaking. A lot of people find the game very, very short as well. Like that's where I'm coming with a lot of sources finding on the Discord. People a lot complaining about it, even on the Reddit. I'm like, yeah, that's where I'll basically end my point there. But I'll finish it off for you there, JC.
But yeah, the bugs and stuff are just like, especially with last gen. Well, not last gen, current gen.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't class next gen until like a year after it releases.
Roundabout, yeah.
It's
I mean,
weird to say that, honestly.
Yeah, it's so weird to
Even-
say like, oh yeah, Xbox One and PS4 is such a last gen console. But I mean, if you can still play modern games on it, it's still a current gen. It's still a current gen.
Hardly.
It plays it hardly, but I mean, I still have my OG Xbox One. I'm fine with it for like another year or something, of maybe coming up to when I get the PS5 or whatever. But there's a lot of decent games. I mean, I'll hopefully be able to play Halo on it. And when Halo releases, obviously that's been delayed again. Another game being delayed.
Thing is about Demon Souls, I know a lot of people really want to play Demon Souls, but they just haven't got to get their hands on PS5. and I feel like Demon Souls being a PS5 exclusive,
Hmm.
um, I think it should have been on PS4 as well, because then it's a good marketing strategy
Hmm.
as well. Like
Yeah, I could see that because
it
like
get- it
probably
gets
PS4 players want
so
to
many
play it on the PS5.
See, it gets so many people into the Souls series, and it's like new and fresh, and people want to come back to it as nostalgia, and replaying the game in a different way, and obviously, as I said, bringing more people into the Souls series, and I feel like you can't really do that as much by
Yeah.
only releasing it on next gen consoles or just PS5 in this instance.
Yeah, I agree. Any outtakes from that, Zach? Yeah,
Dude,
some
no,
answer, bro.
I had to unmute my mic. Relax.
But what could be?
I'm eating at the
Yeah.
same time, so I'm not gonna munch in the mic.
Yeah, okay, that's reasonable. But yeah, what do you feel like is the outtakes of what the whole situation is? What I've just read out. Um,
It's just freaking. It's just kind of sad.
it
That,
is really sad. Yeah, I mean, even
that-
said out like I believe it was another article this week that they said they would put their own money to helping other people with this, taking the refunds and putting their own money towards. I
Yeah.
forget what they were putting their own money towards. It is pretty sad. I mean, they have worked so much for this game, and I believe it's
And
just
just, like,
again
flop.
going back to the leadership. Really, that's where they got screwed. Was the leadership?
Well, it's not just the leadership. I mean, the team, like the multiple teams on Cyberpunk,
Hmm.
like because I'm pretty sure that was one of their most ambitious projects.
Yeah,
Um,
I would assume so. Yeah, I mean, after the Witcher 3 success, then we're
obviously,
looking at.
Witcher 3 was apparently an extremely good game.
Yeah.
And it's actually a YouTuber that I watch. Her favorite game is actually The Witcher 3, and so is my friend's The Witcher 3. And I think off of that, they kind of expected a bit more of a bigger release. I mean, it was obviously a big release, but I mean a better release.
It could have done
Like-
a bit more better, but I mean,
Yeah,
still 8 million pre-orders. Like that's the first time I've ever seen a high number for pre-orders for just a
Mm.
singular game.
but I mean, they didn't showcase what it was like on last gen.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Which
what we'll
they
talk
should
about
have
now. They only showed people on the PC version, keeping last gen consoles separate. Which number one, that's just plain out wrong. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
people on
just
last-gen consoles
wrong.
might have not gotten the game because of that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like they even came out and said like a lot of the gameplay was PC. Like none of it would have been like on console. Only a small portion they said was on console, which to me is a scammy way of like marketing the game. Like saying, "Oh yeah, buy a PC to get the highest quality for Cyberpunk."
It's like Todd Howard, but for PCs. Hey, buy
Basically.
Skyrim. Hey, buy PC.
Yeah, I mean, it's all a mess. I mean, normally we never talk about other games on this podcast because it's normally zombies related. But I feel like for this special
It's a big
occasion, I
thing.
feel like we had to talk about this because I mean, it's a lot of drama between. I mean, just like everywhere. Like you see it everywhere, and I feel like talking about it on a
Yeah.
zombies podcast. I mean, it'd be nice as a gesture to talk about it. Because I feel like talking about other games is nice. It's always creative and all that. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's where we'll stop with Cyberpunk. A lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
Moving on.
Moving on. Merchandise, lads. Merchandise. We'll talk about ZFT
Yes.
merch.
CFT merch.
I've got a jumper here. That you can still get on the Teespring's on our Teespring website. It's got a lovely, nice diamond shaped with the East 2018 Zombies Fun Tournament and with the ZFT on it. You can still grab that for a pretty low price, and I feel like we're gonna put out a sale for Christmas. This, I believe, at the time of this podcast, the sale is already on. So if you want to go and grab it, now is the time because they are gonna go. Like, I mean, like these jumpers, we're never selling these again. Like after Christmas, like we're stopping them. Till like for like new designs coming out that will, seasonal drops or whatever. But yeah, we'll shout it out. We don't really want to spoil any new merchandise ideas we have. But I mean, you know what? Let's talk about. Nah, actually, nah. I really don't think we should.
We'll update. We'll update.
We will update. You can follow on the ZFT merch on Instagram. Very handy. Oh, jeez. Season 1, lads. Let's talk about Season 1. For
I have literally played one game in Season 1.
one game. What are we thinking about Season 1 already, lads? Are we enjoying it, of the Battle Pass?
I have not got the Battle Pass.
I love it. Yes, sir.
But I do like Jingle Hells.
Jingle Hells,
really-
yeah. It's pretty fun with the tag der toten element with the snowballs. I thought that was pretty funny.
Tag the Toad.
Tag der toten and D Machine. I thought that was a funny implement Treyarch did there. Yeah, I mean Warzone as well, Reef Island, a whole new
need to
update for Warzone, which is
I
insane.
didn't cook
Wait, what was that? wait. What did he say? Zack.
I tried to say Alcatraz and it just lagged out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Alcatraz, Reef Island mixed
Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful.
in. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I mean, I think it's pretty class with the implement they've added in with Warzone, my fuck is that? Modern Warfare guns and Black Ops guns that you've already, if you've played Modern Warfare.
Gallo.
The big Gallo, yes, the big Gallo.
Gallo M16.
Double FFAR. Modern Warfare and Black Ops version of FFAR. I thought that
Wait,
was
was
pretty.
Bro, the FFAR is better than the Modern Warfare from us, so.
Really?
Wait, it was in Modern Warfare.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it was in Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people forget about that.
I stopped playing Modern Warfare like a few months ago, so I don't know.
Yeah, let's see how long we've recorded for. We've
Traffic,
recorded for
yeah.
like half an hour. I feel like we could go about
Right,
half
yeah.
an hour more. Yeah, I mean, I think double guns, but which one's better? You have to test them out. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk. What really can we talk about? This is a good question. What can we really talk about more? I feel like we could talk about how it was like Christmas term. I think or double lockdown. I think we can talk about. Nah, I think that's
I'm very happy I'm not going into Tier 4.
Tier 4. Oh yeah, well, that's an issue with England at the moment.
A lot of people are going into Tier 4 in England.
I did see the tier map of where Tier 4s are. It's pretty mad, like more or less based London, which is pretty mad. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
It's London, I believe Kent,
Kent's Tier 4, flip sick.
Portsmouth. Yeah, a lot of places.
That's sad, man. Literally, like,
And over Christmas as well.
I know. Literally, like,
Primas.
big Christmas, but I mean, yeah, just a lot of this. We wanted to just do
This
this
all drive
podcast
me.
just for an update, But for a
What do
real,
we got?
on a real though, we like JC was
Real
saying
up,
at the
real up.
start, we're not doing country or countries teams. We're actually being
Trap yard.
more serious about our
Yeah.
team names.
Yeah.
If you've not seen our post on the ZFT Twitter, or no, not Twitter, it was on the Instagram. We've got our new logo.
Yeah.
Our new logo. We have our official captains, which is myself, the head himself, JC,
Yo.
Zack, and I believe who was it not Zack Harrison, I think as well. I think.
I think it was Harrison. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got a list here. Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me.
Woohoo.
Okay, I have Parker down here.
No, he gets Avenger.
Parker?
Yeah, I believe Parker's a thing.
Pizza time, Parker?
Pizza Time Parker. Yeah, I believe that's what
Pizza
I
time,
have.
Parker, man.
Pizza Time Parker. I mean, that's our current
young
status of what's
lad.
his. I can't
Young
remember
lad.
who was basically in charge. I just put that as like a chartboard to see how many people we have. But we have 4 teams that are full already.
Wait, they're already full.
4 teams. Yeah,
That's
we have
crazy.
4 teams,
Damn.
which is mind
Crossplay, man.
insane after the ZFT's big
It took us
success.
ages to get the FT3 teams.
Crossplay, man.
It's crossplay, man. Literally, that's what it's the game changer of.
Yeah, because we used to just be like, oh yeah, we have to get a few PS4 teams, we have to get a few PS3, PS3.
PS3, yo, last
What is he
gen.
saying?
We had to get a few Xbox teams. Like,
Yeah, PS3. I think because you're going all Sony on us, Jason. Going all PS5 Sony on us now.
Damn.
Let's look at your profile picture. Let's take a look at that.
dude,
Let's take a
PS1
look at your
team, bro.
profile picture, JC. Let's see his Xbox
What?
profile picture. What is
Oh, yeah.
that? Evidence.
Evidence.
And he's offline on the PS5 now.
Oh,
I rest my case.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I've been offline on Xbox for a month.
Yeah. That's why
Has
it
it
doesn't
has
say
it been a
weeks or
real
days
game
anymore.
changer since switching from Xbox to PlayStation? Has it been a real game changer?
I don't know.
I felt like it was really good transition from Xbox to PS4 though. Like I didn't have a hard transition on the remote after like a week.
I'm used to the PlayStation control. I feel like
I'm already used to
I'm used
I
to
feel
it.
like that was immediate for me,
Like I was used to it as soon as I got on it.
but it did take me a few days because I'm like double jointed. Like
I mean, I used to have a PS3, and I would normally play on the PS3 a bit more than the Xbox One. So I definitely did get a lot used to the PS3 thumbsticks, or the PlayStation thumbsticks, to put it. It's weird at first. But you sort of get used to it. You sort of get used to playing mix both.
Mm.
Yeah, we've run out of ideas, lads. I think this is definitely a much needed podcast after we haven't had a podcast on our channel since before the ZFT3. So this is
Ooh, another thing we should probably talk about:
yeah,
zombies quiz.
zombies quiz.
When are we? Yeah, the zombies quiz that we did last year. Are we down to do it again for ZFT4?
I am definitely down. 100% sure. I mean, it's just trying to get everyone on. Of course, we know how much of a hassle that is. But yeah, I feel like.
God,
Sorry.
I remember we were given some difficult questions last year.
Yeah, I think Mark
Don't even
got
get
it
me
from
started. Was
the
it like
Nick
Pack a
Sorrow
Punch, like, Duo or
quiz.
some
That's what
stupid
it
crap?
was.
It's like Pack Punch, like Elcar or something.
Yeah, what's
I
the
think that's
name
what
of
JC
the
got.
Pack-a-Punch?
It was
Wonder.
like Flux something 935.
There was
Upstairs.
Flux Caliber.
The
1-5, I
Flux
believe.
Caliber, yeah. Those were some definitely hard questions, and
Stairs.
best believe you will
Stairs.
get another one
Stairs.
on here on this YouTube channel. But the thing is, if you want to watch it, why are you not subscribed with the notification bell? Like, seriously. And plus, I think there's another channel that's called the High Ground Zombie. Fucking restart that one. Scrap that. The High Ground Zombies podcast clips, where it's taking clips out of from this podcast. You can watch shorter versions, but you know what? It's better to watch the full version of me struggling to say words. But yeah, if you want to check it out, down below in the description, go check it out.
It was Flux Collider 935.
It was Flux Collider 93. That's insane. Like, how is anyone supposed to remember that? Who remembers El Cornine's Pack-a-Punch name?
I think I got it right somehow.
Fam, that is a... No,
No,
what was the other
literally,
one? What was the...
I used to pack punch the L car so much.
Why?
It's good.
It's decent at first, but then you realise, this is kind of a bit trash. You know what? If you had Dead Wire and you start training, I can see the point of using it. Because it's easy enough burst shot because it comes out. Same with the RK5. I used to Pack-a-Punch the RK5 a ton. Yeah, I mean... I think, what was the other ones we had? I believe
the
it was
comic
me...
in Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, the comic or something. What was it? Icarus from
Icarus
Mars.
from Mars.
Icarus from Mars. We were so stumped from that question.
No, literally, no. I had from Mars, and everyone was like, "JC, you've got this," and I had from Mars in my head, and I was just trying to find out what the first word was. I got it.
Yeah, I remember you said to me, I'm like, bro, I have no idea. I knew it was something to do with Mars, but I can't remember what the actual thing was called.
It was when you said it's something to do with Mars. I was thinking, bro, it's Icarus.
It's Icarus. Icarus from Mars. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's literally one of the most hardest questions. Well, to some people, to some extent, of people who follow a Mr. Waffle Waffles guide.
Hey guys, Mr. Waffles here.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. This is a no-nonsense guide to learning
This
the
is
full
a
story of
no-nonsense
Icarus from
guide.
Mars. I would be surprised that Milo done that, to be honest.
What was the name of the fire boat?
Flame bow, there you go. I honestly, firebow upgrades for the bow. I stumped on those questions. Like, not my cup of tea whatsoever. You know what? But I think we have ran out of ideas. I think this was a good video. For the
Yeah.
podcast, I definitely think that we definitely needed one after so extent JC's left. He left. Okay,
Do we
right.
need him?
No, he left. Oh, there he is.
There it is.
My internet's being poopy.
Your internet's being poopy.
Poopy or pee poo?
Poopy.
Oh, it's crazy.
Alright. Yeah. This has been like I said, eventful podcast. We just talked about more Cyberpunk Season 1, ZFT 4, everything to do with the ZFT. You have it up to date, and you had it here on the High Ground Zombies podcast. But before we go, like I've said at the start, I didn't say this at the start. Well, I'm saying it now. Like this podcast if you want us to do more. If we can get
Would like the
dramatic
podcast?
one like on this video, and we'll do another one.
One
like.
Was one prayer?
One like.
One
and,
like, that's not from any of us. Also, check out the Blood of the Dead opening cutscene parody.
Oh
Blood
yeah,
of the
yeah,
Dead?
cool, yeah. Check out Cool's video.
Check out Ghost Host on YouTube.
Check
Very
out
cool
LL
guy.
Ghost House on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, we did a lot of funny parody things via Black Ops 4. So if you want to check it out, again, Cole's channel, link down below. Everything we talk about in this video.
Also,
Not
check
watch the
out,
video and you'll get that.
No, that's not.
check
This
out,
podcast is going out full, Zack. Everyone's gonna hear that, so I mean, there's no point.
But if they watch Cole's video, then it'll make sense.
It'll make
It's got
sense.
Voice Dempsey in it.
Yeah, you got to check out the Shadows of Evil one as well. The one with the Shadow Man.
This has been a world shit podcast, but I'll tell you what, this was funny. But like I've said before, like, subscribe, notification bell, keep up to date, and yeah, we'll see you all.
With only me, the Shadow Man.
The only me, the Shadow Man. Thank you for watching.
The
Have a
Black
good rest of your
Man.
day, rest of your evening, whatever, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Peace out, everyone.